Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Encased, a sci-fi post-apocalyptic RPG, which we're going to be discussing today. Because I have covered this in the past, I've done quite a bit of videos on this. Used to be featured on their store page quite a bit as well. So I probably sold quite a few copies of this as well, but I do want to discuss what's currently going on in the game. Let's give you a bit of a backstory on this game, though. Initially, a couple years ago, did come out on Kickstarter, raised over 100,000 pounds. Yeah, well over $100,000 American. That's not too bad. Not the best you ever seen for a Kickstarter, but it was 120% of their goal. So, not bad. Not bad. They did actually initially plan when it's still actually on their front page, which is kind of hilarious. They did plan to be in early access for 9 months. Released the game kind of, I do believe around December last year. But ongoing pandemic and everything, and still, yeah, there hasn't been any new content in a while. Kind of why I haven't been covering it, because the next part we got to do in this playthrough is Magellan Station again. And I've kind of already covered Magellan Station 2 or 3 times, and it does take about 8 or 9 hours to clear all of it out if you want to do it. If I take my time and everything. So, not the most entertaining thing. I used to be featured on their store page as well. I probably sold quite a few copies of the game. But though recently they did switch to this kind of like high action trailer, which I don't feel really sold the game off in the good parts. Kind of makes it more actiony than I feel like it really is. The combat in this is kind of few and far between. But it is a beautiful game. I have enjoyed quite a bit. Probably already got about 50 hours of playtime. And it is a little bit high priced. About $30 in early access. And I knew noticed developers, even some really crappy early access games, they're coming out at higher and higher price now. And I don't think a lot of them deserve it. But this one, I can kind of see it. This game is mostly done though. There is some annoying bugs though still. I actually, earlier before this video, I got caught stuck by my companions because they got behind me in a corner. I couldn't get them to move. I couldn't move myself. Basically, I had to restart the game. So, it was a little bit vexing. But alright. So fast forward to now. It is now April 2021. They say they are now partnered with Koch Media as the publisher. You also know Koch Media is also part of Deep Silver Games. They're pretty much Europe's #1 partner publishing. So this is a weird thing, though. I've seen it in, it was a lot of, they made the announcement on Steam. Was also picked up by a lot of little smaller gaming outlets. Nothing big like Kotaku or IGN or anything like that, but a lot of mom and pop, websites. The weird thing is, though, if you check on Koch Media Games' press site and all their other stuff, there's nothing. Like, there is no mention. Usually, anytime Koch Media picks up a game, and their last update was on March 31st, so it wasn't too long ago. And this was back in January. I checked all the news popping out. Their partnership is kind of questionable because Koch has not said anything. Not on social media. Not on their websites. It's a little questioning. And this has actually raised a lot of intrigue, which recently Dark Crystal Games has kind of gone a little bit silent. They said they were working on stuff, updates. They'd say when they're partnering with Koch Media, they would do a full voiceover for all the acting in the game. And there's a lot of dialogue in this, so that's what kind of seemed a little bit odd to me. Actually, we'll go check out this cave. This might go badly, or it could go good. So that's raises a very interesting thing. Their Twitter is basically doing the Bethesda thing, where they do little tidbits of nothing, like it's just little story bits of lore. It's nothing. It's not a roadmap. The roadmap is now gone off the main menu. It's basically filler. It's like the Bethesda effect. They just try to pretend nothing's wrong. They just go about their business, and hopefully it'll all work out. That's what I call the Bethesda effect, kind of like Fallout 76. So this brings a lot of questions, and also one of the reasons to talk about this video. Recently, the game has been getting a lot of negative review bombing, and Dark Crystal really hasn't said anything. They've been very, very quiet. Let's fuel out the generator. That's probably a good thing. He might be in the firing line now. I don't. I think that does give him a debuff now of energy interference, so. I wonder if I can get over here and get a shot on him. But yeah, it's been slightly weird. Oh, now he's actually sees us, so I might be able to get a shot off up here, though. So as you can see, the game got it recently in the latest update. It got a nice UI overhaul. There's still, the inventory is still a little, it's not quite as fleshed out. Now it's kind of nice. But the game is really getting where I would like to see it. Let's go for... I feel... Let's just go for regular shots. I don't want to screw this up. I only got 4 left, so. Should have probably kneeled first. Now we still got... Yeah, we'll kneel right there. Yeah, see, so there's a little stuff in the animations. It's a little wonky, right? The tracer on you. Kadiana, we'll just get this fight over with really quick. But as you can see, I was showing off the gameplay. The game's not bad. I do like it. I could almost recommend it now, but I kind of want to take that back a little bit because, yeah, when they did replace me off their Steam page as well, I didn't really hear from them again. They just kind of went, you know, they kind of ghosted me, which is all right. It happens to get busy, developers busy, but it's the lack of information they're showing. And I've seen a lot of early access games take the money and run. I have a library full of them, so I think we do. That's why I wanted to bring up this video, just to get some answers, maybe some clarification, because it does seem a little odd that Koch Media and Deep Silver Games, they have no idea. They just don't have any press out for this, which is really weird. If they picked up a game like this, they'd be pushing it. Publishers, it's their job. They make money off these. They make money off the developers and the games. If they own this bit of game, they would be working on it. So it just... I'm not saying that they didn't, but it's really, really weird. Take another shot real quick. Chuck, not a bad idea. And you are out, so we'll skip that. And you're all about the fisticuffs, so... you're not going to be doing too much. But overall, it's an interesting game. I do like it. But I wouldn't recommend it right now because we just got to get an idea. Ow. How could I be so cruel? That was... Also, how can you hit me from over there? But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, just wanted to bring you kind of a short video on my thoughts about what's going on. Yeah, recent negative review bombing doesn't leave a good impression. I know a lot of people... thinking they took the money and run. And I don't know if that's the case, but something's not quite right here. So I'm going to keep my eyes and ears to the ground, see what else I can dig up. Right now, also on the Steam charts, averaging about a peak. The peak is about 30 players right now. Averaging, on the average, is about 8 players. Which for an RPG, early access is kind of about normal because it's not going to be the multiplayer huge crowds all the time. Right, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think is going on in the comments below for Encased. Yeah, it all seems a little odd to me. So I will keep my eyes open and keep you informed of the news. Hope you guys enjoyed. And we'll get back to some more Encased playthroughs probably when the next update happens. If it happens, I'll keep my ears out, but you never know. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.